Hello, friends. Welcome to a video that's all about helping you feel stronger, happier, and more vibrant, especially if you're over 60, 70, or 80. I'm Heartfelt Tales, and today we're diving deep into 8 everyday habits that might be quietly holding you back from thriving. These are things we all do without thinking, sitting too long, skipping meals, or maybe dwelling on worries, but they can chip away at your energy and health over time. The good news? You can change them, and I'm here to show you how with simple, practical steps you can start today. This is going to be a 30-minute journey packed with insights, stories, and tips to help you live your best life, no matter your age. So, grab a comfy seat, maybe a cup of tea or water, and let's make a pact to stick together until the end, because I've got a special bonus tip to wrap things up. Before we jump in, hit that like button if you're ready to invest in your well-being, and drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're here with me. Ready? Let's start with habit number 1. Habit 1: spending too much time sitting. Imagine this: it's a quiet evening, and you're settled into your favorite armchair, flipping through a magazine, catching up on emails, or watching a classic movie. The hours slip by, and it feels so relaxing, until you stand up and notice your legs feel heavy, your back's a bit stiff, or you're just not as spry as you'd like. Sound familiar? Spending too much time sitting is one of the most common habits we fall into, especially as we get older, and it's one of the sneakiest culprits when it comes to robbing us of our strength and vitality. Why it's harmful? Let's break it down. When we sit for long periods, whether it's at a desk, on the couch, or even in a car, our bodies go into a kind of hibernation mode. Our muscles, which are designed to move and contract, get little to no action, leading to gradual weakening over time. Think of your muscles like a car engine. If you don't run it regularly, it starts to rust. For those of us over 60, this muscle loss, called sarcopenia, can make everyday tasks like carrying groceries, climbing stairs, or even getting out of a chair feel like a workout. But it's not just muscles that suffer. Prolonged sitting slows your blood circulation, which means less oxygen and nutrients are reaching your organs and tissues. This can leave you feeling sluggish, almost like your body's running on low battery. Your joints, too, take a hit. Without movement, they lose lubrication, becoming stiff and creaky, which can lead to discomfort or even arthritis flare-ups. Studies show that sedentary behavior is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even certain cancers, because it messes with your metabolism, causing blood sugar and cholesterol levels to creep up. Then there's balance, something we don't often think about until it's an issue. Sitting too much weakens the core and leg muscles that keep you steady, increasing the risk of falls, a major concern as we age. The National Institute on Aging notes that falls are the leading cause of injury among older adults, and lack of movement is a key contributor. Beyond the physical, sitting for hours can dampen your mood and mental clarity. Ever notice how you feel a bit foggy or down after a long Netflix marathon? That's because movement triggers endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift your spirits, and without it, you're missing out. Let me share a story about my friend Margaret, who's 74. Margaret loves her crossword puzzles and would spend hours at her kitchen table, barely moving. She started noticing her hips ached when she stood up, and she felt wobbly walking to the mailbox. Her doctor warned her that her sedentary habits were weakening her legs, making her more prone to falls. That was a wake-up call. Margaret didn't want to lose her independence, so she decided to make a change. What you can do instead? Here's the great news: you don't need to become a marathon runner or join a gym to break this habit. Small, intentional bursts of movement woven into your day can make a massive difference, and they can be fun, too. The goal is to shift from sitting mode to active mode as often as possible, even if it's just for a few minutes at a time. Research from the American Heart Association suggests that breaking up sitting time with light activity every 30 to 60 minutes can improve blood flow, boost energy, and even lower blood pressure. Start with this simple trick: set a timer on your phone or kitchen clock to remind you to stand up every hour. When it goes off, do a quick body wake-up. Stand tall, roll your shoulders back, and stretch your arms toward the ceiling, like you're reaching for the stars. Then, shake out your legs or take 10 steps around the room. Visual, host demonstrates a stretch. It's like hitting the reset button for your muscles, and it feels amazing. If you're watching TV, use commercial breaks as your movement cue. March in place, do a few gentle side steps, or even dance to a favorite song if you're feeling spunky. If you're reading or working at a desk, try standing up to flip pages or shift positions, maybe prop your book on a counter so you can read while standing for a bit. These micro-movements add up, keeping your joints lubricated and your muscles engaged. For a bigger boost, aim for a daily 10-minute walk. It could be around your backyard, down your hallway, or to a neighbor's house. Walking not only strengthens your legs but also gets your heart pumping and your lungs working, which improves stamina. If mobility is a challenge, try chair-based movements, like lifting your knees one at a time or doing arm circles. Visual, clips of chair exercises. The key is consistency, not intensity. Even light chores count. Sweeping the floor, watering plants, or folding laundry keeps you active. Let's talk about mindset, too. Instead of thinking of movement as a chore, reframe it as a gift to your body. Every step you take is an investment in staying independent, enjoying hobbies, and keeping up with loved ones. Imagine being able to chase your grandkids, tend your garden, or travel without feeling worn out. That's what movement gives you. Here's a personal tip from my own routine. I keep a small notebook where I jot down my daily movement wins. Maybe it's a 5-minute stretch or a walk to the corner store. Seeing those wins pile up motivates me to keep going. You could try it, too. Write down one active thing you do each day, like a pat on the back from yourself. Challenge for you. Let's make this fun with a challenge. For the next 7 days, commit to standing up and moving every hour you're awake, even if it's just for a minute. Maybe wiggle your hips, stretch your arms, or pace while you're on the phone. At the end of the week, notice how you feel. Chances are, you'll have more energy and less stiffness. Drop a move in the comments if you're in, and let me know how it goes. By breaking the sitting habit, you're telling your body, I'm here, I'm strong, and I'm ready to live fully. It's a small change with big rewards, more strength, better balance, and a brighter mood. Let's keep that momentum going as we move to habit number 2. Habit 2, skipping balanced meals. Raise your hand if you've ever skipped breakfast because you were rushing out the door, didn't feel hungry, or just couldn't be bothered to cook. No judgment, I've been there. But here's the thing, skipping meals, especially ones packed with nutrients, is like trying to drive a car with an empty gas tank. Your body needs fuel to keep you sharp, strong, and smiling, and missing out on that fuel can hold you back more than you realize, especially after 60. Why it's harmful. Let's dig into why this matters. When you skip a meal, like breakfast, lunch, or even a proper dinner, your body misses out on the energy and building blocks it needs to function. Food provides carbohydrates for quick energy, proteins for muscle repair, fats for long-lasting fuel, and vitamins and minerals for everything from strong bones to a healthy immune system. Without these, your energy levels plummet, leaving you feeling tired, cranky, or like you're dragging through the day. Your brain takes a hit, too. Ever try to solve a puzzle or remember a name when you're hungry? It's tough. That's because your brain relies on glucose from food to stay sharp. A study from Harvard Medical School found that skipping meals can impair cognitive function, making it harder to focus or make decisions. For those of us over 60, keeping our minds clear is crucial for staying independent and enjoying life's little moments. Then there's your metabolism, the engine that burns calories to keep you going. Eating regularly, starting with breakfast, kickstarts your metabolism after a night of fasting. Skip that meal, and your metabolism slows, which can make it harder to maintain a healthy weight. Over time, irregular eating can mess with your blood sugar, causing spikes and crashes that leave you craving sugary snacks or feeling shaky. The American Diabetes Association warns that inconsistent meals increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, especially as we age, when our bodies are less efficient at regulating glucose. Missing meals also means missing nutrients. Calcium and vitamin D for your bones, omega-3 fats for your heart, fiber for your digestion, these don't come from coffee or a quick cookie. Over weeks and months, nutrient gaps can weaken your immune system, making you more prone to colds, or contribute to issues like osteoporosis. And let's not forget mood. Hunger can make you irritable or blue, straining relationships or dimming your joy. I think of my cousin Ellen, who's 69. Ellen used to skip breakfast, thinking a cup of tea was enough. By noon, she'd be exhausted, snapping at her husband over little things. She didn't realize her body was starving for fuel. Once she started eating a small morning meal, like toast with peanut butter and a banana, she noticed her energy soared, and she was laughing more. It was a simple fix with a big payoff. What you can do instead. The good news? You don't need to become a gourmet chef or spend hours in the kitchen to fix this habit. The goal is to make balanced meals a regular part of your day, even if they're quick and easy. A balanced meal includes a mix of food groups, some protein, like eggs, chicken, or beans, carbs, like whole grain bread or sweet potatoes, healthy fats, like avocado or nuts, and fruits or veggies for vitamins and fiber. This combo keeps you full, energized, and nourished. For breakfast, try something simple but powerful. A smoothie is a great option. Blend a handful of spinach, a frozen banana, some yogurt, and a splash of milk or water. It takes 5 minutes and packs a nutrient punch. Visual, host blends a smoothie. Or go for oatmeal topped with berries and a sprinkle of chia seeds, warm, comforting, and great for your heart. If you're not a morning eater, start small, a slice of whole grain toast with almond butter or a hard-boiled egg with an apple. Lunch and dinner can be just as easy. Keep pre-cooked proteins like grilled chicken or canned salmon in the fridge for quick salads, toss with mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, and a drizzle of olive oil. Or make a big pot of veggie soup on Sunday to reheat during the week. Visual, host preps a salad. If you're out and about, pack a healthy snack like a handful of nuts, carrot sticks, or a piece of fruit to tide you over until you can eat a proper meal. Planning is your secret weapon. Spend 10 minutes each week sketching out your meals. It doesn't have to be fancy. Maybe Monday's breakfast is yogurt with fruit, Tuesday's is eggs with toast. Having a plan reduces stress and stops you from skipping meals when life gets busy. If cooking feels overwhelming, lean on convenience. Buy pre-chopped veggies, frozen berries, or rotisserie chicken. Just check labels for low sodium and sugar. Here's a mindset shift. Think of meals as self-care, like brushing your teeth or getting fresh air. You're not just eating, you're fueling your body to dance at your granddaughter's wedding, hike with friends, or enjoy a good book without nodding off. Every bite is a step toward vitality. Challenge for you. Let's make it fun. For the next week, commit to eating at least one balanced meal a day, no skips. Write it down or tell a family member to stay accountable. Maybe it's a hearty breakfast or a veggie-packed dinner. Notice how your energy, mood, and focus shift. Drop a meal in the comments if you're ready to try, and share your favorite quick recipe. I'd love to hear it. By prioritizing meals, you're giving your body the tools to shine, more stamina, sharper thinking, and a happier heart. Let's keep that energy flowing as we move to habit number 3. Habit 3, not drinking enough water. Water, it's the simplest thing, yet one of the most powerful gifts you can give your body. But let's be honest, how many of us actually drink enough? Maybe you get caught up in your day and forget to sip, or you reach for coffee, soda, or juice instead. I get it, water can feel boring compared to a fizzy drink. But not drinking enough is a habit that can quietly drain your energy and health, especially after 60, when hydration becomes even more critical. Why it's harmful. Let's talk about what happens when you skimp on water. Your body is about 60% water, and every single system, your heart, brain, muscles, kidneys, relies on it to function. Water regulates your body temperature, cushions your joints, carries nutrients to your cells, and flushes out waste. When you don't drink enough, even mild dehydration sets in, and the effects are immediate. You might feel tired, like you're slogging through mud, or struggle to focus on a conversation. Headaches can creep in, your mouth feels dry, or you get that vague sense of being off. The Mayo Clinic says mild dehydration can impair cognitive performance, making tasks like balancing your checkbook or playing cards feel harder. For older adults, dehydration also increases the risk of constipation, which can be uncomfortable and disrupt your day. If dehydration becomes a habit, the consequences stack up. Your skin can turn dry and flaky, losing that healthy glow, and your muscles are more prone to cramps, especially during activity. Your kidneys, which filter toxins from your blood, need water to work properly. Without it, you're at higher risk for urinary tract infections or even kidney stones, which are painful and preventable. The National Kidney Foundation notes that older adults are more vulnerable to dehydration because our thirst signals weaken with age, meaning you might not feel thirsty until you're already low on fluids. Then there's your heart. Dehydration thickens your blood, forcing your heart to pump harder, which can raise blood pressure and strain your cardiovascular system. Over time, this can contribute to heart issues, especially if you're already managing conditions like hypertension. Even your mood takes a hit. Studies from the University of Connecticut found that dehydration can make you irritable, anxious, or just plain blah, which can ripple into your relationships or enjoyment of life. I think of my neighbor Paul, who's 77. Paul was always tired in the afternoons, blaming it on getting old. He'd drink coffee all morning and maybe a glass of water at dinner. His daughter noticed he was getting dizzy spells and urged him to see a doctor, who pointed out he was chronically dehydrated. Once Paul started sipping water throughout the day, his energy bounced back, and those dizzy spells faded. It was a light bulb moment for him. What you can do instead. Here's the beauty of this habit: fixing it is simple, affordable, and feels great. The goal is to make hydration a seamless part of your day, so your body stays happy and humming. The general guideline is to aim for about 8 to 10 cups of water daily, but this varies based on your size, activity level, and climate. A good rule? If your urine is pale yellow, like lemonade, you're doing well. Darker means you need to sip more. Start by keeping water visible. Get a reusable bottle you love, maybe one with a fun color or design, and place it where you spend time, like your kitchen counter, bedside table, or car. Visual: host shows a bright water bottle. Refill it every morning and make it your mission to empty it by bedtime. If plain water feels dull, jazz it up, add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or a few berries for a hint of flavor without sugar. Herbal teas, like peppermint or chamomile, count toward your fluid intake, too, and feel cozy on chilly days. Make sipping a habit by tying it to daily routines. Take a few gulps every time you brush your teeth, finish a meal, or check your phone. If you're forgetful, set a phone alarm for every couple of hours as a nudge. Apps like Waterminder can send gentle reminders, or you could go old school and tally sips on a notepad. If you're out and about, carry a small bottle in your bag. Hydration on the go keeps you feeling fresh. Let's talk taste. If you're used to sugary drinks, easing into water might take a mindset shift. Try diluting juice with water to cut sugar while still enjoying flavor, then gradually reduce the juice. Avoid sodas and energy drinks. They're loaded with sugar or caffeine, which can dehydrate you more. Coffee and tea are okay in moderation, but they don't fully replace water's benefits. Here's a personal trick I love: I start my day with a big glass of water before anything else, even coffee. It's like giving my body a morning hug, waking up my digestion and setting a hydrated tone for the day. You could try it, too. It's a small ritual that feels surprisingly refreshing. Challenge for you. Let's make hydration fun. For the next week, challenge yourself to drink a glass of water every 2 hours during the day. Keep a bottle nearby and add a little flair, maybe mint leaves or a splash of fruit. Track how you feel: more energy? Fewer headaches? Drop a H2O in the comments if you're ready to sip your way to better health, and let me know your favorite way to flavor water. By prioritizing water, you're giving your body a foundation to thrive: clearer thinking, smoother joints, and a happier heart. Let's keep that flow going as we dive into habit number 4. Habit 4: reaching for unhealthy snacks. We've all had those moments. It's mid-afternoon, your stomach's growling, or maybe you're stressed, and that bag of cookies or bowl of ice cream is calling your name. There's nothing wrong with a treat now and then, life's too short not to enjoy a sweet bite. But when unhealthy snacks become your go-to, this habit can sneakily undermine your health, especially after 60, when your body needs nourishment more than ever. Why it's harmful. Let's unpack why processed snacks, think chips, candy, pastries, or fast food, are trouble when they're a regular habit. These foods are often packed with sugar, salt, or unhealthy fats, which give you a quick burst of pleasure but leave you crashing soon after. Sugar spikes your blood glucose, triggering insulin surges that, over time, can lead to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. The American Diabetes Association notes that older adults are at higher risk for diabetes, and a diet heavy in refined sugars doesn't help. Too much salt, found in snacks like pretzels or fries, can raise your blood pressure, putting strain on your heart and blood vessels. The CDC says high blood pressure affects nearly 60% of adults over 60, and salty snacks are a major culprit. Unhealthy fats, like trans fats in fried foods or processed baked goods, clog arteries, raising your risk of heart disease and stroke. These foods also contribute to inflammation, which can worsen joint pain or chronic conditions like arthritis. Beyond the big risks, unhealthy snacks are often empty calories, meaning they fill you up without delivering nutrients. You're missing out on fiber, which keeps your digestion smooth, antioxidants, which fight aging, or protein, which supports muscle strength. This can leave you feeling sluggish, moody, or hungry again soon after eating, trapping you in a cycle of craving more junk. Over time, reliance on these snacks can lead to weight gain, which puts extra stress on your joints and makes moving harder. Then there's the mental side. Ever feel guilty or bloated after a snack binge? That can chip away at your confidence and make it harder to stick to healthy habits. I think of my friend Susan, who's 71. Susan loved her nightly bowl of cheese puffs while watching TV. She thought it was a harmless habit until her doctor pointed out her cholesterol was climbing. She felt frustrated, like she'd let herself down. But making a switch changed everything for her. What you can do instead. Here's the exciting part: you don't have to swear off treats forever to break this habit. It's about balance, crowding out unhealthy snacks with delicious, nourishing options that leave you feeling great. The goal is to make your kitchen a haven of foods that fuel your body, so when hunger strikes, you're reaching for something that loves you back. Start by stocking up on whole foods. Keep a bowl of bright fruits, like apples, oranges, or grapes, on your counter where you can see them. Visual: host arranges a fruit bowl. Pre-cut veggies like celery, bell peppers, or cucumbers and pair them with hummus or guacamole for a satisfying crunch. Nuts like almonds or walnuts are portable and packed with healthy fats, just stick to a small handful to keep portions in check. For something sweet, try a square of dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher, with a few strawberries. It's indulgent but heart-healthy. Swap refined grains for whole ones. Instead of white crackers, try whole grain versions or air-popped popcorn sprinkled with a pinch of herbs. If you're craving chips, bake kale or sweet potato slices with a drizzle of olive oil for a crispy, nutrient-rich alternative. Visual: host preps baked veggie chips. These swaps satisfy your taste buds while delivering fiber, vitamins, and steady energy. Planning is key to avoiding impulse grabs. Set aside 15 minutes each week to prep snacks, portion out nuts, wash fruit, or make a batch of energy balls with oats, peanut butter, and honey. Keep them in clear containers so they're easy to grab. If you're out and about, toss a baggie of trail mix or a banana in your purse. No fast food drive-thru needed. Here's a mindset tip: reframe snacks as mini meals. Ask yourself, will this give me energy and feel good an hour from now? If the answer's no, reach for something colorful and whole. You're not depriving yourself, you're choosing foods that let you thrive, whether you're playing cards with friends or strolling through the park. Challenge for you. Let's make it fun. For the next week, swap one unhealthy snack a day for a nutrient-packed option. Maybe trade cookies for a yogurt parfait or chips for sliced veggies with dip. Notice how your body feels: lighter? More energized? Drop a snack in the comments if you're ready to try, and share your favorite healthy munchie. I'm all ears. By choosing better snacks, you're fueling your body with love, more vitality, stronger health, and confidence in every bite. Let's keep that nourishment going with habit number 5. Habit 5. Cutting corners on sleep. Sleep, it's like a warm hug for your body and mind, a chance to recharge and face the day with a smile. But let's be real, how many of us treat sleep like an afterthought? Maybe you stay up late scrolling on your tablet, catching up on emails, or watching just one more episode. Or you wake up early, thinking you'll catch up on rest later. I've been guilty of this, too. But skimping on sleep is a habit that can dim your spark, especially after 60, when your body craves those restorative hours more than ever. Why it's harmful. Let's explore why sleep is non-negotiable. When you don't get enough, typically 7 to 8 hours a night for most adults, your body and brain miss out on critical repair time. During sleep, your body heals tissues, builds muscle, and strengthens your immune system. Your brain processes memories, clears toxins, and resets your mood. Without enough rest, you wake up feeling like you're running on fumes, groggy, irritable, or unable to focus. The National Sleep Foundation says sleep deprivation impairs cognitive function, making it harder to recall details, solve problems, or enjoy hobbies like knitting or chess. For older adults, this can feel like a bigger hurdle, as age-related changes already slow memory processing. Lack of sleep also weakens your immune system, leaving you more vulnerable to colds, flu, or infections, something we all want to avoid. Then there's your heart. Chronic sleep loss raises stress hormones like cortisol, which can spike blood pressure and strain your cardiovascular system. The American Heart Association links poor sleep to a higher risk of heart disease and stroke, especially in older adults. Your mood takes a hit, too. Ever snap at a loved one or feel down for no reason after a bad night? That's sleep talking. Over time, insufficient rest can increase anxiety or depression, making life's challenges feel heavier. There's also a sneaky side effect: appetite. Sleep regulates hunger hormones, ghrelin, which says eat, and leptin, which says stop. When you're short on sleep, ghrelin spikes, and leptin drops, making you crave sugary or fatty foods. This can lead to weight gain, which adds stress to your joints and energy levels. Plus, tired muscles recover slower, so you might feel achy or less eager to move. I think of my Uncle Ray, who's 80. Ray used to stay up past 1 a.m. reading thrillers, thinking he'd sleep in. But he'd wake up at 7 a.m., exhausted, and spend his days napping, missing out on golf with friends. His wife noticed he was grumpier, too. Once he started prioritizing sleep, he said he felt 10 years younger, back on the green and joking again. What you can do instead. Here's the exciting part: better sleep is within your reach, and it doesn't require drastic changes. The goal is to create a sleep-friendly routine and environment that lulls you into restful slumber. Start by setting a consistent schedule: go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This syncs your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake refreshed. Craft a wind-down ritual to signal sleep time. An hour before bed, ditch screens, phones, tablets, and TVs emit blue light that suppresses melatonin, the hormone that helps you doze off. Visual, host puts away a phone. Instead, try reading a light book, listening to soft music, or doing gentle stretches. A warm bath or shower can relax muscles and lower your body temperature, cueing sleep. Sipping a caffeine-free tea, like lavender or chamomile, feels cozy and calming. Your bedroom matters, too. Keep it cool, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal, dark, and quiet. Blackout curtains block streetlights, and a fan or white noise machine can drown out noise. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows, your body deserves it. If you share a bed, talk to your partner about snoring or tossing, which can disrupt rest. Earplugs or a sleep mask might help. Avoid stimulants like caffeine or alcohol in the evening. Caffeine keeps you wired, and while alcohol might make you drowsy, it fragments sleep, leaving you groggy. If you're hungry, a light snack like a banana or a few almonds can settle your stomach without overloading digestion. Here's a tip I swear by: I keep a notepad by my bed to jot down worries or to-dos before sleep. It's like unloading my brain, so I don't lie awake fretting. You could try it. Write down one thing you're grateful for, to end on a positive note. Challenge for you. Let's make sleep a priority. For the next week, pick a bedtime and stick to it, creating a 30-minute wind-down routine. Maybe read, stretch, or sip tea. Notice how your energy and mood shift. Drop a ZZZ in the comments if you're ready for better rest, and share your favorite bedtime ritual. I'd love to know. By embracing sleep, you're giving your body a chance to heal and your mind a chance to shine, more energy, brighter moods, and a healthier you. Let's keep that restful vibe going with habit number 6. Habit 6, avoiding exercise or stretching. Let's talk about movement. I know the word exercise can feel intimidating, like it's for gym buffs or younger folks. Maybe you think, I'm too tired, or my knees won't let me. But here's the truth: avoiding physical activity, whether it's a walk, stretch, or light workout, is a habit that can limit your freedom and joy, especially after 60. Your body was made to move, and keeping it active is one of the best ways to stay strong and independent. Why it's harmful. When you skip exercise or stretching, your body misses out on a chance to stay resilient. Muscles that aren't used weaken over time, making it harder to lift a bag, climb stairs, or even stand for long. This muscle loss, called sarcopenia, accelerates after 60, and without activity, it can erode your strength faster. The National Institute on Aging says regular movement helps preserve muscle mass, keeping you capable and confident. Your joints suffer, too. Without motion, they lose flexibility and lubrication, leading to stiffness or pain. Think creaky knees or a tight back. This can make daily tasks like bending to tie your shoes or reaching for a shelf feel daunting. Exercise also boosts blood flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your tissues. Skip it, and you might feel sluggish, like your body's stuck in slow motion. Then there's balance, critical for preventing falls. The CDC reports that 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, often because weak muscles and poor coordination make them unsteady. Activities like stretching or strength exercises build stability, keeping you sure-footed. Beyond the physical, lack of movement can dull your mood. Exercise releases endorphins, those natural mood lifters. Without them, you might feel flat, stressed, or restless, missing out on life's spark. Your heart and lungs need movement, too. Sedentary habits raise your risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes by slowing metabolism and circulation. Even your brain takes a hit. Studies from the Alzheimer's Association link physical activity to better memory and lower dementia risk, as it boosts blood flow to the brain. I think of my friend Gloria, who's 78. Gloria used to avoid exercise, saying she was past that stage. But after a scare where she nearly fell in her kitchen, she started small with daily stretches. Now, she's stronger, more confident, and even joined a senior dance class. she's having a blast. What you can do instead? Here's the beauty: you don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to reap the benefits. The goal is consistent, joyful movement that fits your life and abilities. The CDC recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate activity a week, think 20 to 30 minutes most days, but even less can make a difference. Start where you are, and build from there. Try stretching daily to keep joints flexible. A 5-minute morning routine, reaching up, touching your toes, or rolling your shoulders, wakes up your body. Visual: host demonstrates stretches. Yoga or Tai Chi are fantastic for flexibility and balance. Look for beginner classes at a community center or online. If you prefer structure, set a timer for 10 minutes and do gentle moves like leg lifts or arm swings. Walking is a superstar, free, accessible, and gentle on joints. A 15-minute stroll around your neighborhood, park, or even a mall gets your heart pumping and legs working. Visual: clips of walking. If mobility's limited, try chair exercises, lift your knees, circle your ankles, or push your arms overhead. Water aerobics or swimming are great for low-impact strength building if you have access to a pool. Make it social: invite a friend for a walk or join a group like a senior fitness class. It's more fun, and accountability keeps you going. Even hobbies count: gardening, dancing to your favorite tunes, or playing with grandkids all keep you active. The key is to find what lights you up. Here's a tip I love: I put on music while doing chores. Suddenly, vacuuming feels like a workout. Pick a song you love and move to it daily. It's exercise disguised as fun. Challenge for you. Let's get moving. For the next week, commit to 10 minutes of activity daily, maybe a walk, stretch, or dance. Notice how your body and mood feel. Drop a move in the comments if you're in, and share your favorite way to stay active. I'm curious. By embracing movement, you're building a body that's strong, flexible, and ready for life's adventures: more confidence, less pain, and endless possibilities. Let's keep that energy high with habit number 7. Habit 7: skipping health checkups. Picture this: you're feeling great, no aches or pains, and life's humming along. Why bother with a doctor's visit, right? It's tempting to skip those annual checkups when everything seems fine. Nobody loves waiting rooms or blood tests. But avoiding regular health screenings is like ignoring a smoke detector's low battery beep. It might be okay for a while, but you're missing a chance to catch problems early, especially after 60, when staying proactive keeps you thriving. Why it's harmful. Let's dive into why checkups matter. Your body is amazing, but it doesn't always wave a red flag when something's wrong. Conditions like high blood pressure, often called the silent killer, can creep up without symptoms, quietly damaging your heart, kidneys, or brain. The CDC says nearly half of adults over 60 have hypertension, and many don't know it until a crisis hits. Regular checks catch it early, when lifestyle tweaks or meds can keep it in check. Diabetes is another sneaky one. Early signs, like slightly elevated blood sugar, might not cause thirst or fatigue you'd notice, but over time, uncontrolled diabetes can harm your eyes, nerves, and heart. The American Diabetes Association recommends screening every 3 years after 45, or more often if you're at risk. Then there's cholesterol. High levels can clog arteries, raising your risk of heart attack or stroke, yet you'd never feel it without a blood test. Cancer screenings, like mammograms, colonoscopies, or prostate exams, are lifesavers. The National Cancer Institute notes that early detection dramatically improves outcomes, but skipping these means missing a chance to catch issues when they're treatable. Even bone density scans for osteoporosis, more common in women but affecting men, too, can flag risks before a fracture happens. Beyond numbers, checkups are a chance to talk. That occasional knee twinge, trouble sleeping, or family history of heart disease, your doctor can offer advice before it's a bigger issue. Ignoring checkups risks letting small problems grow, potentially sidelining you from hiking with friends, traveling, or enjoying a quiet evening at home. I think of my friend Henry, who's 75. Henry felt fine and hadn't seen a doctor in years. Why fix what's not broken, he'd say. But his wife insisted on a checkup, and good thing, his blood work showed early kidney trouble. With diet changes and monitoring, he's stable and still fishing every weekend. That visit gave him years of worry-free living. What you can do instead. Here's the empowering part: regular checkups put you in the driver's seat of your health. The goal is to make them a routine, like changing your smoke alarm batteries or servicing your car. Aim for an annual visit, or more often if your doctor recommends based on your health. If you haven't been in a while, don't worry, start now. It's never too late. Before your appointment, jot down questions or symptoms, no matter how small. Maybe, is this fatigue normal, or should I get a flu shot? Visual, host writes a list. Bring a list of medications, including supplements, to avoid mix-ups. Expect basics like blood pressure, pulse, and weight checks, plus blood work to look at glucose, cholesterol, and kidney function. Your doctor might suggest screenings based on your age and history. Think mammograms for women, prostate tests for men, or a bone scan if you're over 65. Be honest during the visit. If you're skipping meds or struggling with stress, say so. Your doctor's there to help, not judge. Ask about lifestyle, too, like exercises safe for your joints or foods to boost energy. It's a partnership, and you're the star player. Here's a tip I use: I schedule my checkup around my birthday, like a health gift to myself. It's a reminder to prioritize me, and I leave feeling empowered, knowing I'm on track. You could pick a date that feels meaningful, too. Challenge for you. Let's take control. This week, call your doctor's office to book or confirm your next checkup. Write down one question to ask. It could save your health. Notice the peace of mind it brings. Drop a checkup in the comments if you're ready, and share what motivates you to stay proactive. I'd love to hear. By keeping up with checkups, you're catching issues early and staying free to live fully. More adventures, more laughs, more you. Let's wrap up with habit number 8. Habit 8: dwelling on negativity. We've saved the most powerful habit for last: dwelling on negative thoughts. It's so easy to slip into a cycle of worry, self-criticism, or pessimism. Maybe you're replaying a mistake, stressing about the future, or feeling like nothing goes right. We all have tough days, but when negativity becomes a habit, it can weigh down your body and soul, especially after 60, when a positive outlook fuels your resilience and joy. Why it's harmful. Let's unpack the impact. Negative thoughts aren't just in your head, they affect your whole being. When you're stuck in gloom, your brain pumps out stress hormones like cortisol, which, in excess, can raise blood pressure, tighten muscles, and disrupt digestion. The American Psychological Association links chronic stress to heart disease, diabetes, and weakened immunity, meaning you might catch colds more often or heal slower. Sleep suffers, too. Ever lie awake at 3 a.m., replaying a worry? That's negativity keeping you up, leaving you tired and foggy the next day. Your mood spirals. Pessimism can amplify anxiety or sadness, making small problems feel like mountains. This can strain relationships. If you're grumpy or withdrawn, loved ones might feel pushed away, and you miss out on connection. Negativity also saps motivation. If you tell yourself, "I'm too old to try," or "I'll never feel better," you're less likely to eat well, move, or chase dreams. It's a feedback loop. The worse you feel, the more negative you become. Over time, this mindset can shorten your life. Research from Yale University found that positive attitudes about aging are linked to living up to 7 years longer. I think of my Aunt Louise, who's 82. Louise used to focus on what she'd lost: her old job, her youthful energy. She'd grumble daily, and it wore her down. But a friend invited her to a gratitude workshop, and something clicked. Now, she starts her day noting one good thing, like a sunny morning or a kind neighbor. She's smiling more, and her health's improved, proof that mindset matters. What you can do instead. Here's the uplifting news: you can rewire your brain for positivity with small, intentional steps. The goal is to notice the good, even in tough moments, and build a habit of hope. Start with gratitude. It's like a muscle that grows stronger with use. Each morning, name one thing you're thankful for: a cozy bed, a bird's song, a call from a friend. Visual: host writes in a journal. At night, jot down 3 moments that brought you joy, no matter how small: a tasty meal, a funny show, a warm hug. Mindfulness helps, too. Try a 5-minute meditation. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, and let worries drift like leaves on a stream. Apps like Calm or Headspace offer guided sessions, or simply close your eyes and count your inhales. This calms your stress response, making negativity less sticky. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who lift you. Call a friend who makes you laugh or join a club for shared hobbies. Limit toxic inputs, like endless news or negative social media. Curate your environment: play upbeat music, hang a bright picture, or keep flowers on your table. These cues nudge your brain toward joy. When negative thoughts hit, redirect them. If you're thinking, "I messed up," pause and ask, "What did I learn?" or "What's one good thing today?" Exercise can help. A brisk walk or stretch releases endorphins, clearing mental fog. If negativity feels overwhelming, talking to a counselor can uncover roots, like past hurts, and guide you forward. Here's a trick I love: I keep a joy jar, a little container where I drop notes about happy moments, like a great chat or a beautiful sunset. On tough days, I read them and smile. You could start one, too. It's a reminder life's full of light. Challenge for you. Let's shine bright. For the next week, name 3 things daily that spark joy or gratitude. Write them, say them, or share them with someone. Notice how your heart feels lighter. Drop a gratitude in the comments if you're ready, and tell me one thing you're thankful for today. I can't wait to hear. By choosing positivity, you're building a life of resilience, connection, and health. More smiles, less stress, and endless hope. Let's end on that high note. Wow, friends, we've covered so much today: 8 habits to rethink and countless ways to feel stronger, happier, and more alive. From moving more to eating well, hydrating, choosing better snacks, sleeping deeply, staying active, checking in with your doctor, and embracing positivity, you've got a toolbox for thriving at any age. Here's your bonus tip: celebrate every step. Every time you take a walk, sip water, or smile at a good moment, give yourself credit. Write it down, tell a friend, or just say, "I'm proud of me." You're not just changing habits, you're building a life you love. What's one habit you're excited to tackle? Maybe it's stretching daily or calling your doctor. Drop it in the comments. I read every one and love cheering you on. If this video sparked something in you, hit that like button, share it with someone who'd love it, and subscribe for more tips to live vibrantly. Thank you for sharing this time with me. You're incredible, and I know you've got this. Here's to a healthier, happier you. See you in the next video.